Hello everyone. Today I will tell you how to install VMware vSphere 7.0 or ESXI server on VMware. First, you should have VMware vSphere ISO image. After that, you have to create one virtual machine. Click on Create New Virtual Machine and select Custom. After that, you have to select latest 115.x compatibility mode. Click Next and select I will install the operating system later. Click Next. And you have to select here ESXi and you have to select 6.x because on VMware they didn't give 7.0 right now. You can rename the virtual machine. After renaming, you have to select the location where you want to store your virtual machine. Give any name to folder where you want to store your virtual machine. Click OK and next. Here you have to select CPU and now you have to select RAM. It is totally depend how much resources you have. Click next. And here go with the recommended setting. Next. Next. No need to change anything. Next. Here you have to assign the size of your hard drive. I will assign 40 and choose the single. You will store this virtual machine in a single file and click next. Here you can customize the hardware and go to CD-ROM. Or in CD-ROM you have to mount ISO image for the vSphere 7.0. Go to that location where you have this image and you have to select ISO 7.0. After selecting, click next and here you have to press OK and you have to finish this. So our virtual machine is ready now. Now for the installation, we have to power on this virtual machine. Just click on the power on this virtual machine. Our installation is started. You can also install ESXi on your laptop. For this purpose, you have to create bootable CD or bootable USB and you can install ESXi on the root. Right now I am installing ESXi vSphere server on virtual machine. So you have both options available. If you want to practice ESXI, VMware VSphere 7.0, so you can create your home lab and create one virtual machine and deploy the ESXi 7.0 and start working on it. Now in future, everything is moving to clouds. So ESXi have a very important role in virtualization and cloud market. So I will highly recommend to work on it. I will create a video series on it. First video is to install ESXi. After that, we will discuss how to deploy virtual machine on ESXi, how to deploy multiple virtual machine, and how to route traffic on different VLANs. And I will also demonstrate how to deploy vCenter server to manage more than one host, more than one ESXi server. So if you work on it and you practice on it, definitely it will be plus point for your future. So now just you have to follow these steps. our installation is completed. Now we have to open ESXi through the web browser. Open web browser and give this IP address 192.168.192.31.131. It will ask for username and password. Username will be the root by default, and the password you assign during the installation. So put the same password. So this is our user interface for the 7.0. They make user friendly. So now we can license this as well. Let me show you the version of this vSphere. Just we have to go to about, and you can see we have 7.0. Now we have to license. Copy and paste the license on the location. Just go to the ESXi and you have to go to the manage licensing and you have to assign the license. So it is checking license is valid or not. Our license is valid. So just click on the assign license and our vCenter, vSphere ESXi will be licensed and all feature is open to use. So now this in this page you can see all the information regarding host, how to create virtual machine. There's a there's a they give 3 to 4 ways to deploy virtual machine from the template, from the OVA file, from the ISO image. Here you can see the CPU, memory, networking. You can see the machine performance. In the storage, if you have any storage from the network, SAN storage, or other kind of network storage, you can attach here on the storage part. In networking, you can create other port group, you can create other virtual switch, and you can assign separate VLAN to communicate separately. So now you can do one more thing. You can join this ESXi with the domain, and you can use your domain user to log in. So just let me. You can also deploy vCenter server. Just we have click on vCenter server. If you have any, if you have account for VMware website, it will route directly to download the ISO file to deploy vCenter server. So this is on this tab you can check the system time, hardware type, packages. If you want to update or upgrade, you have to come package and you have to click on the install updates. On the services you can check if any service stop. On the security and user you can create new user here, and you can, if you want to join the domain, here you will give the domain name and you will give the credentials to authenticate the domain. This is for the certificate. You can generate your certificate for your ESXI. So just create one more user. For the user, you can change the privileges. This user, what he can do, what he cannot do. So you can control the privilege and access level. Here we will create the one. We will add one more group, privilege group. We have to assign name to privilege group, and I will create admin role. So just click add or admin role. Now you have to assign user to this role. So first I will show you, if you create the user, this user will not work until unless you will assign the permissions. After creating user, you have to assign the permission, you have to assign the role to user, then this user will be able to log in. So let's log out and test this user. This user will not work because we only created the user. We didn't give him any kind of role, any kind of permissions. So you can see the error permission to perform this operation is denied. So you have to give them, so we have to give this user a privilege. Just click on add user and select the user here on the permission group. So we selected the user as. Now we have to select the role. We created one admin role on the previous step. Just we selected the admin role and click on add user. Now this user can do all of the work that you have checked on the boxes. Log out and log in with a new user. Now you can log in to the system. Thank you for watching my videos, and if you like my video, please share, comment and subscribe my channel.